Tomorrow we shall be close to the center of the globe, the 180th degree west of longitude and the 180th degree east of longitude. Then we must drop out a day, lose a day out of our lives, a day never to be found again. We shall all die one day earlier than from the beginning of time we were foreordained to die. We shall be a day behindhand all through eternity. We shall always be saying to the other angels, "Fine day today," and they will always be retorting, "But it isn't today, it's tomorrow." We shall be in a state of confusion all the time and shall never know what true happiness is. Next day, sure enough, it has happened. Yesterday was September 8th, Sunday. Today, per the bulletin board at the head of the companionway, it is September 10th, Tuesday. There's something uncanny about it, and uncomfortable. In fact, nearly unthinkable and wholly unrealizable when one comes to consider it. While we were crossing the 180th meridian, it was Sunday in the stern of the ship, where my family were, and Tuesday in the bow, where I was. They were there eating half of a fresh apple on the 8th, and I was at the same time eating the other half of it on the 10th, and I could notice how stale it was already. The family were the same age that they were when I had left them 5 minutes before, but I was a day older now than I was then. The day they were living in stretched behind them halfway around the globe, across the Pacific Ocean and America and Europe, and the day I was living in stretched in front of me, around the other half, to meet it. They were stupendous days for bulk and stretch, apparently much larger days than we had ever been in before. All previous days had been but shrunken up little things by comparison. The difference in temperature between the 2 days was very marked, their day being hotter than mine because it was closer to the equator. Along about the moment that we were crossing the great meridian, a child was born in the steerage, and now there was no way to tell which day it was born on. The nurse thinks it was Sunday. The surgeon thinks it was Tuesday. The child will never know its own birthday. It will always be choosing first one, then the other, and will never be able to make up its mind permanently. This will breed vacillation and uncertainty in its opinions about religion and politics and business and sweethearts and everything, and will undermine its principles and rot them away, and make the poor thing characterless, and its success in life impossible. Everyone in the ship says so. And this is not all, in fact, not the worst, for there's an enormously rich brewer in the ship who said as much as 10 days ago that if the child were born on his birthday, he would give it $10,000 to start its little life with. His birthday was Monday, the 9th of September. If the ships all moved in the one direction, westward, I mean, the world would suffer a prodigious loss in the matter of valuable time, through the dumping overboard on the great meridian of such multitudes of days by ship's crews and passengers. But fortunately, the ships do not all sail west, half of them sail east, so there is no real loss. These latter pick up all the discarded days and add them to the world's stock again, and about as good as new, too, for, of course, the salt water preserves them.